Hey, boys and girls, Squee913 here, and welcome to Let's Read Lone Wolf, Book 8, Jungle of Horrors. Yay! I like this book a lot. It's a hard one, too. If I remember correctly, there are some fights in this where... And I seem to remember that every time I did this book, I was, running, with 5-6 hit points going, oh, dear God, please don't attack me. But we'll see how it works this time. Maybe I'm older and wiser or whatnot. I know, you can laugh. Alright, you are Lone Wolf, sworn to avenge your forefathers. Oh, wait, you know what? No. This is just the summary. I need the story so far, is what I need. I need the story so far. There we go. You are the warrior Lone Wolf, last of the Kai Masters of Summerlund, and sole survivor of the massacre that destroyed your kinsmen during the bitter war with your age-old enemies, the Dark Lords of Helgedad. Many centuries have passed since Sun Eagle, the first of your kind, established the Order of the Kai. Aided by the magicians of Desi, he completed a perilous quest to find 7 crystals of power, known as the Lore Stones of Nixatar. On discovering them, he unlocked the wisdom and strength that lay within both the Lore Stones and himself. He recorded the nature of his discoveries and experiences in the great tome entitled Book of the Magna Kai. You have discovered this lost Kai treasure and have given a solemn pledge to restore the Kai to their former glory, ensuring the security of your land in the years to come. However, your diligent study of this ancient book has enabled you to master only 3 of the 10 Magna Kai disciplines. To fulfill your pledge, you must complete the quest first undertaken by Sun Eagle over 1,000 years ago and find the Lore Stones of Nexatar. By doing so, you will acquire the power and wisdom of the Magna Kai, which is held within the Lore Stone's crystal forms. Already, your quest has taken you far from the northern homeland. Following in the footsteps of the Grand Kai Master, you journeyed to Desi and sought the help of the Elder Magi, the magicians who aided Sun Eagle in his quest long ago. Oops, hang on. There, you learned that one of the 7 Lore Stones was still present in their land, hidden deep within the island stronghold known as Khazan-ud, Fortress of Possible Physical Harm. Castle Death. In the year since Sun Eagle first came to Desi, the Fortress of Khazan-ud has become an abode of great evil sorcerer called Zahada. The Elder Magi, realizing the danger of Zahada's increasing power, attempted to destroy Khazan-ud, but they failed. In desperation, they constructed a prison of energy around the fortress to prevent Zahada from ever escaping. Steadily, however, his power grew, and the people of Desi lived in fear of the day when he would break free and wreak his vengeance upon them. When you resolved to enter Khazan-ud to retrieve the Lore Stone, the Elder Magi rejoiced, for the success of your quest would bring about the destruction of Zahada and put an end to the bane that had haunted Desi for hundreds of years. Alright. You survived the perils of Castle Death and emerged triumphant, achieving that which the Elder Magi had believed to be impossible. During the victory celebrations held in your honor, you learned that for centuries the Elder Magi had been expecting your coming. An ancient Desi legend told of the birth and rise to greatness of 2 Kuratas Kai, sons of the sun. One was named Ikar, which means eagle, and the other was called Skarn, which means wolf. A prophecy foretold of the Kara Taskai would come from the north to seek counsel of the Elder Magi, in order that they might fulfill a great quest. Although separated by several centuries, they would share one spirit, one purpose, and one destiny, to triumph over the champions of darkness in the age of great peril. At the Temple of Truth in Ilazan, the magnificent capital city of the Desi, the Elder Magi prepared you for the next stage of the Magna Kai quest. Lord Wimoa, the Speaker of the High Council, tutored you in the ancient histories of Magnamon, and you received lessons in lore that you would have learned from your Kai Masters if only they had survived the attack by the murderous Dark Lords of Helgedad. The Lore Stone you must now find lies hidden in a temple in the center of the jungle swamp known as the Daranarg. In ancient times, the huge area, once the crater of the massive volcano, was controlled by a powerful lord of evil called Aragash, the Damned. The Elder Magi defeated him in a war that lasted 1,000 years. In the wake of his destruction, they turned the Danarg crater into a rich and fertile paradise, the perfect setting for their most sacred place of worship, the Temple of Horido. The Daranarg flourished until a great plague befell the Elder Magi and decimated their race. They were forced to abandon the Danarg and seek refuge in Desi. Slowly, the Danarg was consumed by a creeping mire, which swallowed or poisoned all healthy forms of life. The crater became a sanctuary for a host of evil creatures who thrived on the fetid waters and fought for control over the treacherous shifting mudflats. Many came from the barren hills of Ogaya, but many more awoke from their lairs deep beneath the crater, where they had lain dormant since the defeat of their master, Aragash the Damned, 8,000 years ago. Now, the time for study has passed, and the time for swift action has arrived. Grim news from the west prompts the Elder Magi to cease their counseling and arrange for your immediate passage to the Danarg. In the Dark Lord city of Helgadad, a civil war has raged for 5 years following your defeat of Hakan, Archlord of the Black City. Now a new lord sits upon the throne of Helgadad, Lord Nag of Mulzagar. The Dark Lords are united behind their new leader, reports Lord Remoa solemnly and to his fellow elders of the High Council. And they are hungry for conquest and revenge. Their strength grows with each passing day. We dare delay no longer. Silently, the members of the High Council raise from their seats and turn to face you. No sound reaches your ears, yet the words of their blessing fill your mind. May the gods Ishur and Kai protect you on your journey into the darkness, Korskarn, they intone. Alrighty, so this book is kind of a mark of a change. This is the start of the war between the Dark Lords and the Goodly races. And what's going to be really, really cool, you'll see as these books progress in the Magnakai series, in this book you first start to see the Dark Forces, you start to see them gathering strength, and in the next book and the book after that, you start to see them attack, and then it becomes just an all-out war, and then by the end of the Magnakai, it's just like a desperate world struggle to survive kind of thing. It's really cool. You'll see what I'm talking about. But this is basically the start of the Dark Lord's war upon pretty much the whole world. Everybody. Which is why the Magna Kai is my favorite section of the books. I like Grand Kai, but not quite as much. Okay, so time for Magna Kai disciplines. Time for voting, folks. We currently have Curing Divination, which turned to be amazingly helpful last book, Hunt Mastery, and Weapon Mastery. The ones we have left are... Oh, and first of all, I'm going to put a vote up for 2 weapons, because every time you raise a rank, you will add additional weapons to your list, which means we currently have Sword, Broadsword, and Bow, and since I didn't have the vote last time, we get to choose 2 new weapons between Spear, Dagger, Mace, Short Sword, Warhammer, Quarterstaff, and Axe. And basically, it makes me have more options. In case I lose my weapons, if I find one of these weapons, I can use them just as well. Okay, Animal Control. This Magna Kai discipline enables the Kai Master to communicate with most animals and to determine their purpose and intentions. It also enables the Kai Master to fight from the saddle with great advantage. Curing we have Invisibility. This Magna Kai skill allows the Kai Master to blend in with his surroundings, even in the most exposed terrain. It will enable him to mask his body heat and scent and to adopt the dialect and mannerisms of any town or city that he visits. I already have Hunt Mastery. Pathmanship. In addition to the basic skill of being able to recognize the correct path in unknown territory, the Magna Kai skill of Pathmanship will enable the Kai Master to read foreign languages, decipher symbols, read footprints and tracks, even if they've been disturbed, and detect the presence of most traps. It also grants him the gift of always knowing intuitively the direction which lies north. Psi Surge. This psychic skill enables the Kai Master to attack an enemy using the force of his mind. It can be used as well as normal combat weapons and adds an extra 4 points to your combat skill. This is a powerful discipline, but it is also a costly one. For every round of combat in which you use Psi Surge, you must deduct 2 points. Endurance points. The weaker form of Psi Surge, called Mind Blast, can be used against the enemy without losing any endurance points, but will only add 2 extra in combat skill. And since we completed all the original Kai skills, we can use Mind Blast at any time. Assuming they're not immune to it, a lot of people are, but still. Psi Screen. Many of the hostile creatures that inhabit Magnamon have the ability to attack you using their Mind Force. The Magna Kai discipline of Psi Screen prevents you from losing any endurance points when subjected to this form of attack, and greatly increases your defense against supernatural illusions and hypnosis. You may choose this skill, or if you choose the skill, okay.